Hi, this is Mike. Making my video collection, adding to my video collection. Um, yeah, I think my work on this plane of existence is almost done. Um, you know, um, I don't have much left else to accomplish. You know, so with that being said, there really isn't much left. Um, so you know, 54 years old. Um, I'm not degrading and slipping. Falling too hard, too fast. But I kind of basically want to stay at this level in life. I don't want to get any older. Um, so basically, I'd like to get my teeth fixed up and restored, and of course some of the bags under my eyes, and um, a few things here and there. But for the most part, I have back problems, and my vision is a little off. I have to wear glasses, and I've got some weight problems and some stretch marks, and from lifting weights and whatnot. So anyway, I'd like to get all them little idiosyncrasies fixed. But anyway, that's where I'm at. There really isn't much left to do. I think, primarily what my problem is, I'm reaching an existential crisis, where, I've pretty much exhausted all the possibilities as far as what magic I can perform. And, I was pretty prolific in the past, but it's starting to get to the point where there really isn't much left that I think of. I'm not trying to limit myself and say there's nothing else left, but, as far as that goes, I've got the Kundalini that I rely upon, with drug use sometimes, or just a natural mania. And, basically, but, my levels, the energy levels get up to here, and colors are more vibrant. It's like you see twice as many colors, and sounds are more crisp and clear. Your vision is better. Your hearing's better, and you don't feel pain as much. And, basically, so, I guess what I'm trying to say is my journey's almost done. I don't know what else there is to do. I see some of these old timers, they're just lay in bed in the nursing home and rot away, and I'm not interested in being that way. When I've outlived my usefulness, then, basically I want to check out or transition from this world to the next. So anyway, performed probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 100 miracles, and about out of that 100 miracles, probably about a dozen of them are major ones. I mean major. And of course, I've had millions, had a lot of over 50, like 50 women, like over 50 cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, snowmobiles. And of course, I got all kinds of merchandise I've had, and I still have. And of course, I've educated in fixing houses, fixing computers, electronics, and programming, and fixing cars, the full extent of that. I've seen how they put houses together, how they, how to repair and build computers, and of course, automobiles, how they put them together. So, there really isn't a whole lot more. I guess I'm a high achiever. I strive for excellence, and I try to, basically accomplish as much as I can within any given day that I have. So, like I say, there's still some things yet that I like to do. Some vehicles I like to have, and like a Harley Davidson, and like one of those soft tail big ones or whatever, FLHs as they call them, one of those big boys, and a fat boy or something, or a fat Bob. So basically that, and of course I'd like to be with some more women, probably 12 more. I don't know, who knows, but a lot. And then go through the narrow gates. So anyway, there just really isn't a whole lot left to say or do or be or have. I became like God. There is no other higher executive office than that. And there's like I said, I've had every type of female there is, from every walk of life, and every color, every shape, every size, every age. So I'm kind of at this point now where I just hit it and quit it. I don't stay with them very long, and so anyway, I got kids, I got grandkids. I was married, I'm divorced. Had a lot of high-paying jobs, a lot of really interesting jobs. Every job I've ever had, I've mastered for the most part. I've only been fired like one time, and so I believe in the law of attraction. I'm fascinated with that stuff. The problem with that is they're so fixated on money, and they don't seem to realize. There are some people that go into details about magic, and magic is actually far greater than money. I've met God, had long white hair, and long white beard, and blue eyes, white gown on. And he was, probably about 7 foot respectively, and like his head was about 5 times larger than mine. So he's massive. And I shook his hand and had a conversation with him, had supper with him, and he was physical. And that was one of my greatest things I've ever done. And we had a conversation and stuff like that. I hung out with him for like an hour, and then I left. That surpasses almost everything I've ever done. So like I say, I'm not going to get into too many details about the miracles I've done, but I will say this, that I've done miracles that would blow your mind if you were actually there to see it. So anyway, trying to think what else. And I'm highly educated. I've had thousands of hours of training in all kinds of different fields, and so I'm really kind of done with the education thing. I just go on YouTube and watch it, and then if there's something I don't understand how to do, I can watch it on YouTube and do it, like how to fix something or some kind of philosophy or whatever. So anyway, there's that, and there's thousands of women online I can see or do or whatever. I don't necessarily have to be with any one particular one and waste all my resources trying to pacify them, or placate them. I just basically hit it and quit it, and then sometimes I just use my imagination. But there's all kinds of beautiful women I can see and interact with. So I don't necessarily have to be with them 24/7. I don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops. I'm not interested in having any more children. Well, I am, but I just, it's not conducive where I'm at right now. So, basically I figured out that we're living in a illusory world. It's all an illusion. Even heaven and hell is an illusion. By extension, if this world's an illusion, heaven and hell are an illusion as well. But I mean, things are real. Like one number is relative to another. With that being said, like I'm relative to somebody else, or this world is relative to me, or whatever. So one number has relevance in relationship to another number. But a number all by itself is nothing and doesn't have any value. So all I'm trying to say is it's all an illusion. It's not real. But I'm not real. I'm in that illusion. I partake in that illusion. I exist within that illusion. So if this outward world is an illusion, I'm an illusion as well. So I make the best out of it as I can, and I enjoy things as much as I can. But the truth be said, it's all an illusion. There's different philosophers out there, scientists and stuff that support that, but it's very true, So, we exist in this level of Maya, or this realm, the default state. But as you go higher, you break through the ceiling and you find out there's greater things. But even those greater things, are illusory in relationship to you, in this world. So anyway, I pretty much came to that discovery, and it's all basically nothing really matters. It matters as far as it matters to you, but everything has relevance as far as it relates to me. Other than that, though, it has no relevance, and I have very little interest in things outside of what I want to do, and that's just the way I am. So I've simplified my life, and I have a lean operating system, and I dedicate my time and energy to understanding. And then basically, with all the miracles I've had happen, there's so much more that I understand. But the more I understand, the less I know. So but the more I know. So it's just like a video game. It's a simulation. We're in a computer. I'm convinced of that. People say we're in a brain, but and we're in a brain, but that brain is in a computer, or so on and so forth. So I've seen fractals, and it's like a fractal. It's ever repeating pattern that's ever increasing, ever decreasing, and that's how it is. And then basically there's orbs, there's universes, and there's Higgs boson particles, and you see it all unfold, and you see the matrix, or the how it all works, and then the mosaic of it all, and then you're just blown away. But it's simply stated that there's really nothing more to it than that. So I just eat, drink, and be merry now. I don't sweat over things, and I don't like discomfort, and I don't like suffering, and I don't like to be without. So. But I understand a great deal more than a lot of people I know. God says, I will choose 1 out of 10,000, or 1 out of 1,000, 2 out of 20, out of 10,000. So look at the odds of that, So that's when He chooses the elect, So there are very few people on my level. So anyway, that's all I got to say for now. So 12 universal laws, study them, act on them, practice them. And, go with that. And, the Emerald Tablet and whatnot. So, I think that's all I got to say. Over and out.